It's cucumber season, so it's time to start pickling. Today I'm going to show you a super flexible recipe that allows you to make easy fridge pickles one jar at a time. Hi everybody, this is Laura with Lonely Pines Farm, and as you can see we got cucumbers. We got big cucumbers and bunches of small cucumbers. They're coming in droves, so it's time to start preserving. We have tried pickles in the past, but it's always been a bit of a moving target for us. We've canned them and they've turned out soft. We've tried different brine blends, and they've always been a bit too tangy for us. You know, you try one, it just, makes you wince, and not our cup of tea. So, and I know you can add things like allium or pickle crisp or grape leaves to canned pickles to add some crispiness. But you know what? In all fairness, we're not huge pickle people. So if they're in the fridge for the next 6 months and not, shelf stable on the shelf for years, we won't be heartbroken. So for us, we're going to give fridge pickles a try, and I think it might be right up our alley. Now the beautiful thing about this is the bulk of brine. You make up a large quantity of brine. You can store the leftovers in a jar in the fridge. And then that gives you the flexibility so that when your cucumbers come along, all you have to do is slice, spice, pour, and store, and you're good to go. So it allows you to move on quickly, which is good because after this I have to figure out something to do with the zucchini and the peaches and the pears. So let's get moving. So the brine itself is really simple to make. It's 2 quarts cold water, 6 ounces apple cider vinegar, preferably something like Bragg, something with a mother in it, and then 3 ounces of pickling salt. You don't want iodized, you want sea salt or preferably pickling salt. Mix all of those together in a bowl until the salt dissolves, and then boom, brine done. Like I said, leftovers, store in the fridge. I don't imagine that it would ever spoil because those are pretty basic ingredients. Now's the fun part where you get to flavor your pickles. We've tried a bunch of different spice blends in the past and we're still experimenting, so if you've got a favorite, please let us know in the comments below. This time around we're trying a ½ tablespoon of pickling spice because they've already figured it out, so why reinvent the wheel? Plus a ½ tablespoon of dill seeds because we prefer dill pickles over sweet and sour, sweetened bread and butter, whatever you call those things. And then we also do 2 cloves of garlic per quart jar. But there are so many other options out there to experiment with. You can do mustard seeds, you can do coriander seeds. I usually like to include a dill flower in our pickles whenever possible, just because it looks pretty when you've got a dill. I mean, these have kind of been half-eaten, but when it's smushed up there, it looks really nice. But the dill has not been kind to us, so I do not have a flower at the moment. Boo. But you can also do peppercorns or red pepper flakes if you're looking for a little more heat. So there's lots of options out there. The other nice thing about this is because you're not canning, you can use any jar you'd like. So, you got your canning jars, but this is also an old pasta jar, and you're not, it's fine. So you can use whatever you got on hand as long as it's got a good lid. Now it's time to prep your cucumbers. We're doing 2 different types today. We're doing 1 quart jar of little snackers because Jerry's quite fond of the small snacker pickles, and then we're doing another jar of the larger cucumbers cut into spears. That's another beautiful thing about this recipe is that it's super flexible. You could also do rounds if that's what you're looking for. So whatever shape suits you. You'll want to wash your cucumbers and remove any remaining stem bits. Then prep according to the shape that you're looking for. Put your spices in the bottom of your jar. And then start shoving in those cucumbers. You want them to fit really tightly in there because they all need to stay below the brine. So make sure it's a really snug fit. And then once you've got your jars filled, you'll want to come in with your brine and top it off to above your cucumbers. Throw a lid on it and put it in the fridge. And that's it. You just made homemade pickles. How awesome is that? Now these bad boys just go in the fridge. You want to give them at least a week, preferably 2 to 3, before you start snacking, if you can wait that long. We have noticed that the spears do take on flavor a little bit more quickly because of that inner flesh that's exposed versus the whole pickles do take a little bit longer because it's got to get through that thick outer shell. But just taste them every once in a while and you'll know when they taste right to you. So I really hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. I hope you take advantage and start making some cucumbers either with your homegrown harvest or some from your local farmer's market. For more preservation tips, be sure to check out our website. Also make sure to like and subscribe below. And I hope you have a great day.